morning, everyone. Welcome back into North Dakota today. Well, for this next segment, we are getting a little mystical. I will be having my first ever tarot card reading by astrologer, tarot reader, Reiki master, and author Kaiva Rose. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me here.
Yes, I am so excited. So what is this process like?
So first off, you're going to shuffle through the cards.
Okay.
And as you shuffle, you can think about your question, your intention, whatever you'd like guidance on today. You can think about your life in general if you don't have anything in particular specific. And you just think about that. And whenever you feel like your intention or your question is set, you can put the cards down.
Okay. I think my intention is set. I will set them right here.
All right. And then you can cut the deck one time.
Does that just mean in half?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't normally play cards.
Yeah, you're fine.
Do we put them in two different ones?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
And then what is your full name?
Sophia May Richards.
Okay, I'm going to call on the guardians of your highest good. So like
Okay.
your angels, your ancestors, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So this is called a Celtic cross spread, what I'm doing here. Okay, so you know what you have going on for you right now is you do need to be more consistent with where you're putting your attention and your energy, because this is about you being more reliable for other people in that way, because it looks like all around you you're a lot more grounded and on your 2 feet than you have been in a while. And so I would take a moment to just appreciate, like, just continue to put your energy in that direction because it is the right direction. You just need to be more consistent with that because it's actually giving you that stability that you need. And it looks like the only thing holding you back from that is that you're kind of trying out new ways of living your life right now, and it's thinking about things that are feeding you on a soul level.
Yeah.
And so you have to be patient with yourself because these things aren't going to like lock in right away. You have to walk down these pathways for some time before you actually consistently walk down one of those pathways. But it looks like don't allow that newness to kind of throw you off. All you really need to do right now is be more consistent because you are a lot stable right now. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because it looks like the past was a time where, you know, you're a very giving person because you genuinely like to give, but this can also mean that people can genuinely like to just kind of take too. Because the thing is that when you notice that you're giving a lot and people are just expecting it, that's not okay. And so you need to have those boundaries set up because you can't just be, it's not a free-for-all. Your celebration of life doesn't mean people just get to come in and take that because then it's not fun for you anymore, it's not a celebration anymore. And that was something that you recognized in the past is that you need to have better boundaries and stop giving so much because you're maybe being taken advantage of a little bit. And that's what gave you the foundation of this reading, which is, you know, everything right now you're building on top of is you need to look at your life with honest eyes, which means that you need to look at all those awful, those, you know, those things that happened in your life that were seemingly bad. You need to look at those situations with honest eyes and see that nobody was ever hurting you. You know, maybe those situations at that moment, yes, they were probably not the most fun, but they gave you wisdom. They gave you strength. And that's what you're building on top of right now is a deeper sense of self-respect and empowerment. And so building on top of that is why right now you should focus on just being consistent. You know, just keep doing that thing that really helps you represent what you believe in because all around you it's showing you that you're stable right now. It's giving you that stability. And it looks like your guardians want you to be more emotionally stable and or they want you to recognize that you're more stable with your emotions right now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because it looks like internally, you know, you're doing it, but you could do a better job of recognizing it. Like you've committed to being the best version of yourself, but you're kind of like doing it, but not fully like acknowledging that you're doing it. So you could do a better job and just be like, no, I'm just going to commit to myself. I'm going to commit to being the best version of myself because, you know, I'm the only one holding me back essentially. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because it looks like, you know, everybody else, they see that you're pulling back. You know, so people do recognize that you're pulling back a little bit. You're not so openly giving anymore that you used to be. Do you kind of feel like people see that from you right now? Like, kind of taking a step away, pulling back a little bit. Yeah. So that's a good thing because that helps people understand that you have boundaries. You know, so this is a good card for people to see you as because, yeah, it's like they respect your boundaries now. They're no longer coming in and just like taking so much because they see that you're no longer willing to just freely give. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like your hopes and your fears are that you just want to speak your truth. So you need to do that for yourself. You need to speak from your heart, because it's like the words that you need to say aren't malicious. They're not mean. It's like you need to just speak from your heart what needs to be said. You need to stand up for yourself. Is that something you've been wanting to do?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't?
Yeah. And in particular at this situation, it's like do that full on. And it looks like the outcome of this reading is like you're going to have good companionships. You know, you're going to have a more fulfilling life. You're going to feel like you're living your highest life with good people around you. So this is a really good track that you're on. But the future for you is you do need to take care of yourself. You need to nurture yourself. You know, the future for you is you need to recognize, you need to give yourself things that are long-lasting feel-goods, not quick fixes feel-goods. So these are saying things that are like, you know, gonna feed you on a soul level. So this can be, you know, this could be like taking a trip. This could be, you know, having a better lifestyle. Just it's whatever that is. But it's like saying that you need to nurture yourself. You need to take care of your emotional self. Do you feel like that's something you could do a better job of?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because the whole purpose of this reading is this is about you just like allowing your heart to just lead you forward. This is about you just emotionally letting your heart just guide you and just following that intention. Does that make sense?
Yes. Wow, I am so impressed by everything you said. I feel like it's dead on.
Cool. Did you have any questions or anything in particular that I didn't answer for you?
No, I think you explained everything really
Okay,
well. Wow, I can't believe you can tell all that just by the deck. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's really fascinating. But it's like a lot of help from your guardians. So your ancestors, you know, the spirits of your highest good. So yeah.
Wow, well, that's amazing. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since 2007, so since I was 17. And then I started doing it professionally when I was in 2016. So yeah. Yeah, it's been a long process. I mean, to learn tarot, you actually have to study a lot of different subjects. It's not just studying tarot. You have to study like Chinese medicine. You've got to study Ayurvedic medicine. You've got to study the chakra system, numerology, ancient religions, because it all kind of ties in together through the symbology of the cards. And you have to understand the spirit world. And so to understand the spirit world, you kind of have to have a good connection of what that looks like and what that feels like.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. This is my first time, like we said earlier, and I'm so impressed.
Cool, thank you.
Yes. So how can people at home get in contact with you if they want a reading for their own?
So I do readings by appointment at the Spirit Room. So if you wanted to get in contact with me, you can go to my website, 11kaivarose33.com. You can message me or you can text me, whichever works.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. All right, everyone, stick around. Coming up on today's show, we are getting a spooky makeup tutorial. That's after the break.